Hey everybody, it's Brock and we got a brand new episode of All About. I'm glad you are all here today to check out another video, and I'm happy to be bringing y'all the Blue Reef Chromis. This has been asked for a lot by people, so I definitely wanted to get some footage of them and share this with y'all so that you can see if you want it in your tank. They also are called the Blue Chromis Damselfish. So getting right into it, prices on them, you'll normally see them for about $25 each, but now looking around online, they seem a little hard to get, and some people are charging $40 and more just for one, so you'll definitely pay a pretty price to get a group of these in your tank. Tank size, you'll want about a 30-gallon, so you don't need a big tank for them, so it's a great beginner fish, especially for people who are just now starting out and they don't want that huge tank right now. This is a really pretty fish you can get for that. Care level, they are super easy. They're great beginner fishes. Like I said, they're very hardy too, and they tend to eat very quickly once they've been in the tank. Temper, now everywhere you see they're listed as peaceful, and really I'd probably put them on like a mildly aggressive side. Normally once they get in the tank and they get used to it, you can tell they are territorial towards the other fish in the tank. So you'll definitely want to watch out to make sure none of your fish are getting too bullied by them, but normally they do okay. Reef compatibility, yes, they are a great reef fish. They don't mess with any of your corals, and they're always out in the front swimming between your rocks or swimming right up at the top, giving plenty of attention to anyone watching the tank. It's awesome. Temperature, you want to keep it about 72 to 78, DKH 8 to 12, pH 8.1 to 8.4, and your salinity 1.020 to 1.025. Max size, now they can eventually get up to about 5 inches, which is a pretty large fish, especially for a chromie. So if they do end up getting that big, you'll definitely want to check your tank size and make sure it's large enough for a housing of multiple schooling fish that are about that big. Diet, so they are omnivores. They are a very aggressive eater. They'll pretty much eat anything that gets thrown down in the tank. A lot of times we like to feed frozen cubes like mysis and brine shrimp. And we also like to mix some things up, like feeding some algae to them and even some flakes and pellets too. They love that. Now the thing with chromies is their diet is probably the most important factor to keeping these fish healthy. Chromies do well in tanks that are fed multiple times a day in small portions. They're not well in tanks that are fed one large amount a day. A lot of times you just see them perish that way. So it's much better to be in a tank that's fed at least 3 times a day throughout the day, just small portions to them, because they're such active swimmers, they just burn it off instantly. So it's good to constantly feed them throughout the day. So it's good to get an automatic fish feeder whenever you're at work. That way it can feed them a couple times while you're gone, and then whenever you get home, you can feed them again. And it keeps your chromies just a lot healthier. Origin, they do come from the Caribbean. Compatibility, just ask. So you definitely want to make sure you get an odd number of chromies in your tank. So 3, 5, 9, 12, and up. Since they are a schooling fish, you will see them peck on each other and chase each other. So that's why it's always good to get a group instead of getting like a pair, because then they'll just be messing with each other constantly and it's not good for them. A lot of times you see groups of them do a lot better in the tank together. I've had people ask me if they can mix other chromies together, like green chromies with blue chromies, and then sunrise chromies with green chromies. While you can group chromies together, you still need to get a group of that specific species in the tank. So you definitely don't want to get like 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 sunrise. That's not going to work. You definitely want like 5 green chromies and then 3 blue reef chromies, and it'll work a lot better for you. So what I've really noticed with these blue reef chromies, taking care of them, is compared to the really popular green chromies that are super peaceful and very, very nice to other fish, these tend to be a little tougher and hardier, which is good, but it also comes with them being a little more territorial over the tank. So you'll definitely see them chase other fish around. If they start to really like this cave over here, you'll notice whenever fish go by it, they start to chase them. And so you definitely want to just watch out and make sure it doesn't get too bad and they're actually hurting your fish. They almost come with a more of a damsel personality than they do of the peaceful chromie schooling fish personality. One really good thing about getting chromies in your tanks is because they're so active and they stay out in the front all the time, it helps with your other really shy fish that stay in the back to see them all out in the front swimming like nothing's going on. and it makes your shy fish a lot more comfortable to come out and say, oh, you know, it's okay to swim out here. So if you are having troubles with that, it's always good to get a school of chromies in there to swim around and show them, hey, it's all right. Other than that, that pretty much hits on all the big things on taking care of this blue reef chromie. If you do have any questions, please leave them down below. I love talking to y'all. Y'all can leave comments on YouTube or reach out to me on social media. However you can get in touch with me, I love to chat with you and help you out. At the end of the day, blue reef chromies are really good beginner fish to get. They're a lot more hardier than your green chromies, but they do come with that a little more aggression in the tank. So just watch out for that, and if you still don't know if he'd be good for your tank, just let me know and I'll be able to help you. Thank you so much for coming out to watch today. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out my other videos out there. We're getting a just library of fish videos out there for y'all to learn from. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all later.